episode of the Tip Balls Podcast. I'm your host, Sam Randazzo.
Start faking bacon.
Oh, it's going to be one of those days today. I can feel it. Welcome. Week 10 has come and gone. It is Tuesday afternoon. I got a couple co-hosts to introduce, and Zolo gets to introduce a special guest today as well. To my right, it is...
Hello.
The one and only Uncle Sam.
Hello.
Okay, thank you. How are you?
Great.
What's happening? What's new? What's going on?
Nothing. Traffic. Crosstown traffic.
Well, it's, it is. We're getting towards the holiday season now.
Fuck you. It's traffic every day, dude.
What do you mean?
It's always the same.
It's a Tuesday.
It's always the same monotonous bullshit fucking twice a week.
I must say.
Drive into the fucking east side of fucking goddamn Michigan.
It's too early. You might have to restart
Through
the
one
stream
freeway that's open. One. One freeway open.
You look absolutely ravishing today, by the way.
Anyway.
I love the vest and the waffle shirt combo we have going on.
Okay.
Are those new? You got slippers on?
Yeah, I do.
Wow. Your beans are toasty under there. I love it.
Slippers on.
I love it. To my left, it is our very own Mr. Zolo, Mike Palazzolo.
Double fist that motherfucker.
It's the listen. Can we get this out of the way right now? The Blade Icewood dance. Can I do the explanation on the Blade Icewood dance?
What?
What up, Doe? Shout out to Cade, triple double, 46 points. Way better than that boring football game last night. Cade Cunningham, watch out.
Behind the computer, somebody, a man who admitted today that he has drank goo. He has consumed goo.
Bull semen.
He has admitted that he has found a pre-workout that he can take that is full of goo.
It was a total joke.
It is Bruce the Tugboat
It
Venditti.
was a total joke. Hello.
Bruce the fucking Bull Venditti.
Bruce?
Bull Tugger
Bruce, you can't
Venditti.
just bring the camera up and not introduce the man sitting next to you.
Yeah, Bull Tugger.
This is Cam. Zolo's cousin.
What a
Hello.
great introduction.
Introduce him there.
Can't you do a little better, Bruce?
Here, cut to me.
Yeah, dude. Zolo.
Cut to me. The reason we're on TikTok last year, Cam streams. Do you still stream on Cam streams, and he's the one that helped us figure out how to stream this studio live to you on TikTok. We weren't able to do that.
Yeah, because Bull Seaman didn't know how to do it.
Because Goo Boy was clueless.
Bull
but,
Seaman doesn't know how to
I've had enough. All right. Let's talk some football.
so Cam's our technical producer, essentially.
Uncle Sam, we had a question for you in the YouTube chat already.
Did you
do
restart
it. If we
it?
hire Cam and fire
restarted
Bruce.
it.
Good.
We have a question on the YouTube. What are your thoughts on Gretchen Whitmer's fixing of the roads?
Gretchen Whitmer fixing of the roads, huh? Personally, I think she should be in prison for crimes against humanity, but that's just my opinion. And I know there's a lot of people out there that believe that too, because she killed a lot of people during COVID with her stupid policies, and she deserves to rot in hell.
There we go.
Okay?
Oh, what a way to start out the
So
day.
apparently what happened was she attempted to fix the roads, and there's a perfect segue into this because a bridge collapsed in China today. But she went to go start fixing the roads, and then she realized that the infrastructure around the roads are so bad, like the bridges and all that.
Correct. Now they have to redo everything.
So now they have to do all the bridges before they even do the roads, and it's
because
just-
she's stupid.
there's a bridge collapse in China today.
Hopefully their one collapses here on top of her when she's underneath it.
Oh, there we go.
Anyway. I might go, oh, the FBI might come after me. Fuck you. How about that?
There's today's shadow ban. All right, so couple of things. Number one, did you watch the game last night?
Yes, I did.
You watched the game last night.
I watched the second half.
You two watched the game last night?
I watched
did
the
not.
second half, and I didn't miss anything by watching just the second half.
Yeah, no.
Listen to me.
Can I
Everybody
talk? Can I talk?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I did not watch last night's game because YouTube TV is no longer carrying ESPN. So I couldn't watch the game.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they're in some dispute about money. So now ESPN is no longer on
The
YouTube
NFL
TV.
owns them, so what's the fucking difference?
Ah, it's a-
There's your dispute. They own everything.
So yeah, I didn't get to
their own
see
money.
it. All I know is that the first half, nothing at all happened. And then
it was a very tough. It was a tough game, man. On both sides of the ball, they were flat. They weren't. I don't know. It's a tough defensive game, and I like those games. A lot of people don't like that. I do.
So, real quick, get your questions rolling in on TikTok. Jameson, I see you. Kyle, I see you as well. We'll get to that in a second. I thought the 6 minutes of the game that I did see was all the action. So it was Reed Blankenship punch out on Josh Jacobs, and that pretty much ended the game. And then a missed field goal. It was dog shit. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know you like these hard fought defensive battles.
I do.
When you're watching the two of the quote unquote top teams in the NFC battle it out,
As a defensive game,
I want to see more than that. I do.
tough defensive game.
Did it tell you anything about either team?
No.
Okay.
No.
So did you,
They got good defenses.
They listen. They played at a really high
I'll
level.
tell you one
defensively.
team. I'll tell you one team I learned from, and you're baiting me, and you want me to take the bait, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the bait. The Packers' offense is bad. It's bad.
But
And Jordan Love, short of if one of his receivers springs off and is able to get 5 yards of separation and can make an absurd catch, Jordan Love is not a good quarterback. He cannot make big-time throws. He can make the Stafford, fuck it, someone's open down there kind of throws. That's Jordan Love right now. He is Stafford. He is a poor man Stafford right now.
whose defense is better, Philadelphia or Green Bay?
I still think it's Green Bay's, personally.
It's better than Philly.
I think so, yeah.
You.
When Philly is all clicking, when Philly has those matchup nightmares on their D-line, I think Philly's D-line is what makes Philly's defense. Like, I trust that more in a big game than I trust Green Bay's defense, right? Because Green Bay's defense is built to maintain small leads, and it did that. It did that the entire game yesterday. Bend but don't break. Philly's defense is designed to stop you. It's designed to get a timely stop when needed, but by doing that, like, they give up boom plays as well. Does that make sense? Like, did you see the 2-minute drill? You saw the 2-minute drill at the end of the game?
I saw literally like
Jordan Love was able to carve them up the last 6 minutes of the game because Philly's defense, that's what it is. Like, they started to expose it a little bit. But I like long term, like a defense I think could do a better job in the Super Bowl is Philly. A defense I would rather have is Green Bay. Does that make sense?
Yes. I learned something because I'd spent the morning. My bath this morning was watching highlights. So I learned something. The Detroit Lions can beat both of those teams in a playoff action.
If it was those teams yesterday, yeah. If it was those teams yesterday. But
Because offensively, neither of them will be able to keep up against Detroit.
I'm not as low on Philly's offense as you are. I think when Philly's offense is good, it's good. It's just it hasn't been good. Now, I'll say this much. As a Lions fan, my eyes were lighting up watching Lane Johnson walk up the tunnel yesterday. Because Lane Johnson's banged up. Mailata's been banged up all year. Who else, Uncle Sam?
Jurgens is out.
Jurgens is out. Their O-line, which won them that Super Bowl last year, their O-line and D-line won them that Super Bowl.
Gone.
Their O-line is pretty decimated. So it's a good time to be getting Philly, especially because I didn't think, not to make this about the Lions, I thought the Lions D-line was like probably their worst game all year on Sunday. I thought they were getting gashed on the ground. Yeah, I didn't think it was great. Now, when you go up against banged up older offensive linemen in Philly, I feel a lot better about that matchup for the Lions going into next week.
Oh, so do I. After watching last night, there's no excuse that the Lions should lose next week. And I was going to pick Philadelphia all week.
Next week is one thing. There is no excuse to lose to Green Bay in 3 weeks.
Nope.
There's
Agreed.
no excuse.
There's no excuse. Agreed. No excuse.
How good do you think Abuka is going to be? Kyle Cornelius wants to know really quickly. I don't want to lose these people.
I think
Ask us your fantasy questions. Ask us
roll 'em
questions
in.
about your
Let's
teams.
go.
Prefer to hear about your teams. We want to talk about the week. Any storylines you want to talk about? You want to talk about Harmon and Amon-Ra St. Brown? Or who was it? Payne? Deron Payne?
Deron Payne.
And St. Brown, you want to talk about the Patriots still winning?
Yes.
You want to anything? I
big
want to hear about
topic
your
today.
teams. We want to hear about all your teams. We want to hear your fantasy questions. Mainly about your teams, though. We like talking ball more than anything.
Kyle, Abuka's going to, I think Abuka has potential to be a top 5 receiver in the NFL within the next 2 years.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
For me, just as someone that's like studied Ohio State receivers, and it is receiver U, by the way. It's not USC. It's Ohio State. As someone that has studied Ohio State receivers, I think Ibuka is as good as all but one of them. I would take one of it's Jackson Smith and Jigba, who is also his comp. They're very similar players. Where do you put JSN in the league right now?
Top 5.
Okay, so that's where Ibuka's potential is in a couple years.
I
I think Emeka Ibuka is trending towards top 5 or 10.
Name 5 receivers better than Jackson Smith and Jigba, Uncle Sam.
Can't.
Right
Chase,
now,
Jefferson.
No, I'm taking right
I would
now.
take him over Jefferson
Right now,
Oh, wow.
right now, I'm taking him over. Okay, I'll give you Jamar Chase. I'm not taking Justin Jefferson over Jackson Smith and Jigba. Jackson Smith and
Puka?
Jigba's doing Smith and Jigba for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're saying he's top 3.
Yeah.
I think Ibuka's at least next year. Top 7.
He's benefiting from not having a great core of receivers there, and Darnold's just peppering him like
Target monster.
Jefferson got peppered by Darnold last
Right.
year. And Ibuka or whatever Jigma is getting peppered.
Jigma.
Whatever his fucking name is, he's getting peppered by Sam
right.
Darnold like Jefferson did when Darnold was in
Uncle
Minnesota.
Sam, your
So,
thoughts on Travion Henderson's performance on Sunday?
Well, I thought he had a good performance, man. It was his breakout.
Do you think you can string that together? Like you think?
I don't know.
Does he get more snaps
Is he gonna
now
get
with
the- is he
Ramondre
gonna-
out?
Yeah, is he going to get the snap?
Yeah.
Wrong. I asked the wrong question. With when Ramondre comes back, do you think he's still going to
That's
get the
that's
primary?
the thing
Henderson's
right
the guy.
there. I mean, no, I think he'll be more prominent. He'll be more of a third down guy. I think he's going to be that guy right now till next year.
We've been saying all year on this podcast, if you've been following us on TikTok, thank you. We appreciate it. If you have a rookie that was drafted in the 3 or 4 round window there, you stash him because this is where they break out. This is where the rookies start to break out. That's why you have this. As injuries progress on certain teams, that's where rookies come in and get more playing time. Hell, I even think it's going to apply to the Lions with Tesla going forward. I think
don't
you're
know
going to
about
see a
that.
lot of Tesla.
I hope so.
Not a lot, but I think you're going to see a little Tesla. So I think if you have a rookie, you're going to get your payoff.
Gary, go pound sand, bro. Go pound sand.
Sorry?
Zay, would you bench McConkey for Rashee Rice this week? McConkey had a nice little game this week, didn't he?
He did, and you know what? That win has me a little higher on the Chargers because I think
Agree.
you and I picked the Steelers, and rightfully so. I think we both picked the Steelers because we're thinking Joe Alt's dead and Rashawn Slater's dead,
Yeah.
and when the Chargers don't have their tackles, they don't do. Their defense played outstanding, and I thought their offense was more than functional against a really good Pittsburgh defense. I'm a lot higher on the Chargers today than I was a week ago.
Zay, me personally, I would not bench McConkey for Rashee Rice because I think matchup-wise, you have the Chargers going up against Jacksonville, who's just, I think they're in a bit of a spiral right now. Travis Hunter out now for the season. That was announced today. Give me McConkey because I'm sorry. I think Denver is going to have Kansas City in fits this weekend in Denver. In fits. And Uncle Sam will probably disagree with me. I think Denver's going to whoop ass on Kansas City this weekend, personally.
If MLF gets his shit together, are the Packers a top 5 team from Sam
Who?
and not you?
Who?
MLF.
What's MLF?
Matt LaFleur. If Matt LaFleur gets his shit together, the Packers top 5 team, no.
That's one of the craziest storylines I've heard after one day. For those who don't follow us on
Everybody
Instagram,
hates this guy.
I made team tiers yesterday. I didn't want to give Sam the luxury of putting Buffalo in the top tier like he always does because they're fucking ass. So I made the team tiers yesterday. I made the team tiers, and I made a tier called next to fire their coach. And I wouldn't have said this about LaFleur, but a lot of people, mainly Packers fans, want LaFleur gone because their defense is all world. Jeff Hafley has their defense on absolute fire, and LaFleur is not. LaFleur's not holding up his end of the bargain, and Jordan Love looks like garbage. What do you think of Jordan Love, Uncle Sam?
Go ahead, sorry. I don't want to steal your thunder.
Geno Smith.
Honestly. I mean, he's a
I
step up from
I
Geno
think he's
Smith, bro.
no, because when he's on, it's like Geno Smith. When Geno Smith is on, he's on. When he's off, he's awful.
I mean, he was bad last night.
Well, he wasn't on.
He's
that's for
been
sure.
bad. That's the
I
problem.
mean, look at their fucking drives. Look at the drives they had.
Rusty,
I mean,
thanks for the follow.
It was awful.
Anthony asks, I have Jackson Smith and Jigba and Jefferson as my wide receiver 1 and 2 in fantasy. It's the QB situation. Oh, he has JSN and Jefferson as his wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2.
And if you're a Vikings fan, you can't be feeling great watching J.J. McCarthy struggle and Darnold kick it up. But I still think J.J. McCarthy is in his 5th game, and you got to give this thing time. I think Vikings fans had their team so good last year that they thought they'd just be able to plug in whoever, and he's been so good with quarterbacks, but it's not going to come overnight for the Vikings this year.
Yeah,
you know?
because yesterday was the worst, or
The worst of the 5, would you say?
Sunday was the worst performance I've seen from him.
He needs to build a rapport with Justin Jefferson, and he doesn't have it yet. And I think that's going to change everything for him.
Fucking him up. by
But
not having that.
I don't think it's going to come, like, that doesn't come overnight. Like, I don't think that's going to, like, going back to Goff's first year here, St. Brown didn't
Listen,
turn
when
into
they
St.
can
Brown until
protect him, he
December.
can make the throw. He can do the shit.
Yeah, that's what they were doing against the Lions.
Is when the play breaks down, he doesn't know what to do next, and you can see that. He's not going through his progressions to his 3rd and 4th option. He's just stuck on 2 options, and that's it. And then he's just all over the place with the ball.
Rusty asks if he should hold or sell Bijan
Rusty
Robinson.
ass.
Rusty asks.
Oh,
Rusty ass. Rusty Castillo, hold or sell Bijan.
what's that?
Should you hold or sell?
Oh,
Bijan?
sell him. Sell him to me. Am I in your league?
Hey,
Fuck.
no. You know what? I'm going to tell you something.
Stupid.
If I was a
What?
Bijan Robinson owner, I would be trying to shop him and try and pick him.
Why?
Because I just don't
Why?
think the production's going to be there for
Yeah,
Atlanta.
but what are the matchup? What are the matchup for Atlanta in the next 5
Hold
Hold
on.
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 Well, he looks
the
up the
matchup?
he looks up the matchups. Let me tell you why I think he's not
Okay.
necessarily on the wrong track. The boomer bust potential on Bijan is really painful.
It's horrible.
You're
The
gonna
whole
get
team.
you're gonna get the 2 or 3 touchdown game, or you're gonna get nothing. And that's, I
What
mean,
was his
you
nothing?
drafted him. I don't know who
All
you're
right,
playing
what was
over
his- He
him.
didn't score a touchdown.
He
This
had
week. What
87
did he have?
yards.
Okay, he had 8.5 points.
Yeah, versus a guy you drafted him.
What's
top,
he averaging per week?
You drafted him top 10, and for you to be getting 8-point games out of him, it doesn't work. It doesn't
That's
work.
going to happen, dude. Happened to Barkley the first 4
It's
weeks
hap-
of the
no,
season.
hold on. It's happened
Yeah.
to Barkley every week because I would have traded Barkley by now too.
Okay, go ahead.
The guy, they're not there. Atlanta is too.
What does
inconsistent.
Atlanta play their next 5 games?
You're asking me to do 6 things at once here. All right.
That's what I asked you that.
and then you
5
ask me
minutes
what
ago.
he is. They have Carolina next week. They'll lose.
Okay,
They're a
else do
3-win
they
team.
got?
They got the red hot New Orleans Saints the week after that at
Okay,
the
go ahead.
Superdome in the
Go ahead.
Battle of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
who else they got?
Week
After that's the Jets,
Okay,
and then they have the Seahawks,
okay,
then the Bucks,
okay.
the Cardinals.
So they got some decent defenses they're going to face the next 4 or 5 weeks.
But decent defenses, but still winnable games on the schedule.
Yeah, I mean,
Bijan Robinson's averaging 17 points. He's running back 7.
The 2 that stand out that
Number
he might
7?
struggle against,
Okay.
he might struggle against Carolina. I don't think he does. The Jets he'll struggle against. The Seahawks he'll struggle against. Maybe the Bucks he'll struggle against. And they have the Rams if you're still playing on December 29th in fantasy. But tough year for Bijan owners. Which reminds me, I added Raheem Morris to my next to be fired coaching
I
tier.
think I said that last week. That he should.
yeah.
He's on the clock.
Well, it doesn't help when you're.
I think Sean McDermott needs to go.
It doesn't help when your quarterback's completing 12 passes in a whole NFL.
I got a question for you from K, who I hope is still in here, just the letter K. Should I start Stafford or Josh Allen this
Josh
week?
What?
Josh Allen.
What are you talking about?
Start Josh Allen over.
Who's he
Matt
playing this week?
Buffalo plays Tampa Bay.
The Rams. Hold on, the Rams playing the Seahawks, so it's a huge game, and
Oh,
it's
fuck
it's
that.
it's one of the
Stafford's
best.
gonna eat. Watch.
I wouldn't be shocked if Stafford eats either. I'm not gonna lie.
Watch.
Listen. I got bid on this weekend. I played. I mean, JJ McCarthy still had a decent fantasy day. He still had 20 points in my league, and I played Bo Nix over him just because he's the better quarterback, and I drafted him higher.
100%.
And I got bit. I'm riding hot Stafford over Josh Allen right now.
There's no way.
You have
You have to.
You drafted Josh
Yeah.
Allen. As
Who's
the
your-
first quarterback?
Who's your league MVP
right now?
Yeah. You're gonna say Jonathan Taylor?
Probably. Yeah.
Who's your second?
Stafford.
Who's
He's
second?
not going to win it.
Who's second?
I mean, Stafford's in the conversation.
Yeah, I mean, there's
quarterback's going to win that award.
Stafford is someone you can reasonably play over Josh Allen and get away with it, even though you drafted Josh Allen high.
The only way that
Hey.
you can even consider Jonathan, what's his name, winning the MVP,
Jonathan
is
Taylor?
if he goes for over 2,000 yards. It's the only
Well,
way he's got a chance.
the precedence last year, Saquon didn't
Right.
get it, you know?
Right. He went over 2,000 yards.
Stafford to me, and I say again, if you tune into this podcast, you would know that I am not shocked about the Los Angeles Rams. I had them in the Super Bowl. Stafford is very much in the he's playing the best quarterback right now. Guys I would take over him, none. Guys that are in his echelon, Drake May, Sam Darnold, I think is in his echelon right now. I know you think I'm crazy just because of the names. Right now, Mahomes over the last month, yes, but Mahomes in general, I don't think is where they are. But yeah, Mahomes. There's not many quarterbacks I'm taking over Stafford. There's zero quarterbacks I'm taking over
Everybody
Stafford.
needs to understand something right now. Mahomes, Allen, Stafford, all these motherfuckers are going to be in the playoffs. Okay, no matter how shitty you think their teams are, they're all going to make it to the playoffs.
I'm not willing to sit here and say that the Chiefs are going to be in the playoffs. So
They're going to be in the playoffs.
They lose to Denver this week. They're 5-5.
They're going to be in the playoffs.
They lose to Denver this week. They're 5-5, and they have virtually no.
You talking about Kansas City? Kansas City's going to make the playoffs. They're not winning that division. They're not beating Denver for that
They're
division.
not going to.
If they lose
I
this
bet you they
week,
make it to the playoffs.
like hold on, if they lose this week, they're 5-5.
Hold on. Let me really quickly. Let me pull up the AFC playoff picture.
I'm sorry.
Real quick, I wanted to give a shout out to Jello, who's entered the chat. What up, Jello?
What?
Jello has entered the chat.
Is that the fat guy who's skinny now?
No.
Oh.
You're gonna get 2 out of the East.
Your
Buffalo and New England both make it.
division leaders are Colts, Broncos, Patriots, Steelers. By the way, I think the Steelers choke the division away.
100%.
I think Baltimore's. It's not Cincinnati. It's Baltimore.
Burrow
Not yet.
practices.
It's a little early.
Burrow says he's going to be back after Thanksgiving.
Correct.
That being said, their defense is so bad. Their offense isn't the reason they're losing these games.
but-
Their defense is so bad.
But this is the thing. How many more divisional games is Cincinnati? Let's do one thing at a time.
Yeah, can I go back to Kansas City really quickly?
Yes.
The wild card teams right now are so we're gonna assume one of Pittsburgh, Baltimore is gonna end up being wild card, but they're not right now. The wild card teams are 5 the Chargers, 6 the Bills, 7 is Jacksonville. Obviously Jacksonville's gone. They're toast. Okay? So that leaves one spot. Kansas City's 8. I think they're there. On top of that, I think Pittsburgh ends up playing their way out. Kansas City's biggest problem is if the Chargers hold serve the rest of the year.
And they will.
That could mess with them.
Correct.
That could mess with them. Now, there's a scenario where the Chargers hold serve. Like I said, the Steelers end up dropping out and Baltimore gets in. I don't think the Steelers at that point would be able to hold serve despite the hot start with Kansas City and with the Chargers. That's where it gets tricky.
But here's the thing. I think you're getting 2 out of the East and 2 out of the North for sure. Right. I think Jacksonville chokes and you only get Indy. And the West, the only opportunity is if Kansas City ends up being that 7 seed. That's the only way they make it in. It's the only way they make it in. And who does Kansas City play the rest of the way? Because I got the 5-4 to me. Everybody's sitting here talking about how they're this shoe in. I don't see it yet because I truly think they lose to Denver this week and lose to the Colts the week after.
I don't think they lose to the Colts. I do think they lose to Denver. I think Sean Payton's going to be so hyped for that game. And I think that there's so much bad taste in their mouth from now. They play Denver again and I see a split, but I think this upcoming Denver, I think they lose. Colts I disagree with. I thought the Colts were unimpressive on Sunday.
Because I got news for you. I know everybody's real low on the Buffalo Bills right now after that atrocious loss to Miami and Josh Allen choking on
Fucking
applesauce.
divisional game, dude.
That's the
divisional
same
game.
Bills
This is
team
what I've been
that
trying
beat
to
the
tell you
Chiefs a
guys.
week before.
Maybe,
Doesn't matter.
but
It doesn't matter. It's played at a different level.
There's
on.
easy.
Same
There's
Bills.
really just like there's a blueprint to beat the Chiefs. I think there's just as much of a blueprint to beat the Bills, if not more. They have no
Here's
pass
the issue
catchers.
now.
He
Who does
couldn't do
Miami
anything.
play this
He
week?
couldn't do anything.
Miami?
Who does Miami play this week?
Hold on, I got it right here. I got it right here for you, Unc. Let's see. Miami plays Washington. That's going to be a fucking toilet bowl.
Oh, that's in Madrid, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh,
Isn't it?
there you go. By the way, that Sunday game, better than I thought it was, and
Fantastic.
more
Yep.
points.
Sunday game was
than I've
really
ever
good.
seen.
Sunday game was
the AM game.
really good.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, I was
I was
impressed.
shocked.
Offense was good.
All the way
Berlin's just
around, it was
different
a good
beast.
game.
I mean, it's
It was a good
Berlin.
game.
You knew they were going to show out for the Fury.
Also, New England. New England's a 14-point favorite over the Jets this week.
New England's
know
a
about
14-point favorite. That game's going to be closer than 14 points, but the Patriots are the. Do you believe the Patriots are the real deal now?
100%.
Patriots are the real deal. They might be my like. I'm willing to say they could win the AFC.
I mean,
I'm willing to say that.
Well, they have a game up on Buffalo because they beat them already.
I think they have multiple games up on Buffalo right now. They're 7-2.
But okay, they still have to play Buffalo again. late
One
in
more
the
time,
year.
but it's at home. It's at home.
Yeah, but it's late in the year. It's cold. You know,
who?
New England. That's going to be that'll tell you what the division.
Did you see their jerseys this week? They're wearing their
They're wearing
the nor'easters. Those are sick. Those
hit
might be the
TikTok
best.
quick.
Those might be the best.
Those are
rivalry
the best
jerseys.
rival jerseys, 100%.
Goff or Bo Nix this week?
Good. Oh, my God.
I think I'm Bo Nix, but
I think I'm Bo Nix against the Chiefs.
but you gotta like what you saw of Goff on Sunday.
that
And
could be one of those huge Denver games. That
Yeah.
could be a huge scoring game.
I don't disagree. They can gash Chiefs defense.
Lions against Philly. Give me Bo Nix on that one.
I have JSN and Jefferson as my wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2 in fantasy. That's weird. I'm sorry, you guys already did that. Thoughts on Travion Henderson? We already did that. Holder Salbijan, you guys did that. Is Myers a start this week? I'm not touching anything Jacksonville related.
I'm not going anywhere near any. Yeah, agreed.
Listen to me. This is real simple.
It's falling apart.
I'm going to make this real simple for you. Anybody that's a pass catcher for the Washington Redskins or the Jacksonville Jaguars or the New York Jets, shoot them. Shoot them. Don't play them. Fucking bench them. Don't play them. Don't be fooled. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself.
SS Summers asked a while back. I hope you're still here, SS Summers. What running backs can I get for Amon-Ra? If you're going to trade a top 5 receiver that goes off for a touchdown pretty much every week, your running back equivalent better be the same.
You need
So,
to have.
James Cook.
I was going to go even higher than him.
Yeah. Jonathan Taylor.
I would say it's Taylor, it's Gibbs, it's Achan, McCaffrey, but I think that one's probably out of the.
If you're gonna give up a guy that's automatic, you
I don't
better
think
give
I would
up a
trade.
guy
I don't
that's
think I would trade Amon-Ra for. I don't think I would trade him for James Cook.
No.
I think it has to be Josh Jacobs, Gibbs, or Achan.
Who could I get for Bijan? That's
No.
a little bit tougher. That's a little bit tougher.
But she's got a lot of cash.
This whole Bijan, did you guys already do the who could I get for? I know we talked about Bijan. Did we do the who could I get for Bijan?
Yeah.
The Denver Broncos from Philong Duncan. The Denver Broncos win the Chiefs on Sunday. We're ready to. We get blunt. I don't even know.
Can I sidecar real quick?
Yeah, you sure can.
I'm looking at fantasy rankings right now,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously everybody knows our league is fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Do you know who the number 1 wide receiver is in our league?
In your league, is it full point
and-
PPR?
No, it's
Oh, in our league,
It's half point.
no. In the IDP league.
in the IDP league. No, I don't.
Uncle Sam owns him. It's Chamare DK. Chamare DK is the number 1 with 173 point, averaging 20 points a week. Chamare DK. I don't even know how.
That's not the.
Fuck are we doing
That's
here?
not the Titans receiver.
How are
I
we
thought would
playing
break
in
out.
this league? Holy shit! 28 points last week, 30 the week before,
He
24
didn't
8
play last week. He was on a bye week. Otherwise, I'd have beat
the
you.
week before, 28 30, 24 8.
You're in 11th.
My God. Chamare DK?
Yep.
Jesus
Wait till
Christ.
next year.
I'm trading for him.
Wait till
I'll give you T. Higgins for
You ain't
Chamare
getting
DK.
ain't nobody getting them.
Wow. Go ahead, Zolo. Sorry.
Oh, no, that was quite the sidecar. Jackson Dunrow asked a while back, Cowboys, what we thinking? I'm thinking you're toast. I'm thinking that you were grasping at straws when you traded for Quinnen Williams. It's going to be really hard to work your way into the NFC wildcard picture, and you're not getting in over Philly. They're not taking Philly down this year. In fact, I think they play soon. Do they play on Thanksgiving? When do the Cowboys and
Pulling it
Eagles
up right
play?
now. They play next week.
They play next week, the Cowboys and Eagles, and I think Philly is going to that game was close, and Dallas should have won week 1. I think Dallas is going to get steamrolled. Now, I like the offense. I like the directions it's heading with Schottenheimer. I think Matt Eberflus is an idiot, and I think you use some of those draft picks you got to start building out that defense and start getting the defense in better shape.
Is there any way Dallas will beat the Raiders this week? They'll be 4-5-1. Then they play Philadelphia.
4-5-1 in November is bad.
Then they play Philadelphia.
I think
Then
Philly
they play
wins.
Kansas City.
Loss.
Then they play the Detroit Lions.
Loss.
Then they play Minnesota. Maybe.
That's going to be a close one.
Then they play the Chargers.
Loss on paper.
Then they play Washington, and they finish the year with the Giants.
There's no way.
There's no way you even finish your year 500.
There's no way.
Done for, my friend.
You have to win half of the games that you're supposed to lose just to get in the conversation of 9-8-1,
Right.
or 9-7-1. So not easy. Woody Marks or Tez Johnson flex this week. I released Woody Marks in the league and didn't play him. I still ended up winning, but I regret it. Woody Marks looked really good with Davis Mills.
I like
in
Woody
fact,
Marks.
in fact, all the Texans look good with Davis Mills. Or is Jacksonville just that bad?
Uncle Sam said that
Duval.
the Houston Texans need to bench Stroud and run the table with Davis.
He might be right.
What I would do.
I think Stroud, there's a slew of quarterbacks in this league. Someone had this big dissertation on it was Jordan Palmer had this big dissertation on the LaFleur, or excuse me, on the McVay quarterback system that some of these teams run. So Kevin O'Connell runs it in Minnesota. LaFleur obviously runs it. Zach Robinson's running a similar offense in Atlanta. The Rams, the list is on. That Sean McVay coaching tree, someone broke down which quarterbacks would thrive in that system. Oh, the Kyle Shanahan system, we'll call it. The Mike Shanahan system. And I think at this point we're looking at Stroud struggling until he gets into that system as well. That really quarterback-friendly system where there's a lot of dump-offs and protected routes and you're not having to bomb the ball downfield all the time. Like, Stroud's in trouble, in my opinion. But
Agreed.
That was a waste of time, sidebar. Boogeyman plays Algier stealing TDs. Yeah, I mean, it sucks when your running back is getting vultured in the red zone.
That's
by
why you
another.
trade Bijan now
Yeah.
for whatever you can get.
I don't
Somebody
hate-
really good.
I don't hate trading Bijan if you can come back with like another running back
Right.
that gets primary snaps and maybe like a wide receiver 2 or 3 that could help you. You know, there's a unique situation where you might need to trade Bijan. What's a favorable Uncle Sam? What's a favorable trade worth trading Christian McCaffrey for? What do you think he should yield?
Jonathan Taylor.
What do you mean?
Christian McCaffrey's running back 2. He's averaging 22 points a week.
Why would you trade him?
He's number 2. So if you're worried about him getting injured, it needs to either be
Oh, I would hang on to him.
or Achan or Gibbs. Like that's
I would
where
hang
you're at
on to
right
him
now.
running for the rest of the year.
I mean, there's no wide receiver that's even close points wise. So I would either roll with McCaffrey or you need to go Achan or Gibbs. And if it's Gibbs, it should be a stack on top. So, real quick, Uncle Sam, what are your thoughts on your lookalike being fired?
Sorry?
Your lookalike was fired over the weekend.
Who?
Brian Dabble.
Whatever. I actually I understand why they did it. I don't think the timing was right.
That was
I
a
thought it
bad
kinda
loss.
Fucking stupid.
That was a really bad loss.
It was a
they
bad loss,
choked
but I
away.
don't think it was time to fire him.
Well, look at it. What is it? The last 5 games they've dropped.
You'll know how dumb of a decision it was when Jackson Dart gets back, and if he regresses, if he doesn't pick up where he left off, if he regresses, because Jackson Dart was doing a lot with very little. If he regresses, I think that's a bad mood. Now, I'll say this much: I gave Dable a lot of chances.
It's not. I don't think the offense was the issue. Their defense. Their defense was letting up fucking way too many points for that talented of a defense.
How do we feel?
That's my opinion.
How do we feel? And this is a shot in the dark here. If this John Morton thing isn't going to work, which I have a story for another time. How do we feel about Dable coming here as offensive coordinator?
Bring him. Would you love that
What?
if they brought Dabble in as offensive
Not
coordinator?
really, dude.
Why?
Really? Because I personally think Dan Campbell should run the rest of the way as fucking calling plays.
Well, let's do.
He
Let's
can
do
be the
Lions
coordinator.
thing real quick.
Let him call the plays, dude.
Let's just do this because this
I
is,
have one thought. I just had because there's you could say a lot and you could say a little about the Lions. I have one thought about the Campbell calling plays deal. Number one, how many times has a team? It's one thing if the head coach calls plays. There's a lot of instances where there's successful teams of head coaches calling plays. McVay, like there's a lot of teams that come to mind. Andy Reid. How many times do we see in the middle of a year a team fires their coordinator or demotes their coordinator and then they end up doing something long term? You can't think of it because it doesn't happen very often. Like make a run in the playoffs.
No,
It doesn't happen very often. Love what I saw. Love Campbell's plays. That being said, was it Campbell's plays or were they playing a defense that had was it a really dysfunctional defense that had no idea how to stop you? Right? So you'll know if Dan Campbell's a world-beating hero if they go in and they do something similar offensively against Philly this week. You'll know if it's Dan Campbell. So the same pressure you all put on John Morton, you better put on Campbell. Now, there's still some things John Morton was messing up. I think the play calls were I saw a great breakdown on Twitter from someone about the route tree and the receivers. One of the reasons Goff is taking so much time in the pocket is because the receivers are not breaking in their routes until way too late. So by the time they're open, Goff doesn't have enough time to throw. Campbell was doing everything they needed to do against Minnesota. Yep. Quick slants, quick screens, setting up stacked receivers, 3 on the side. On that Gibbs touchdown run, they were showing looks where there were 3 receivers and motioning over. So Gibbs had no bracket on the touchdown run. Like he was doing a lot and doing a lot right, and the running game got going. I thought mainly the main difference between the Lions between this week and last week was the offensive line was playing a lot better. It had good bursts. I think you agree with me, right?
Well, they shortened up all the routes.
They shortened up the routes for the receivers, but in the run game, the offensive line was getting burst and it was getting pushed.
Yeah.
If you can't get that against other teams to watch out for in the next couple weeks, the Giants in 2 weeks, Philly this week, Green Bay in 3 weeks. If you're not getting that burst in the next 3 weeks, it's not as much on Dan Campbell as you think it is in the plays. It's the Lions' offensive line. It performed great on Sunday. Can it do it again going forward? I love what I saw.
They just, you know what? Hold on now. Let's.
Can we deviate for
understand
1
something
second?
real quick here? When they come out of a bye week, they're flat. It's every Campbell team has done it since he's been here.
I still think their offensive line's been garbage, though.
I'm sorry?
I think their offensive line's been garbage regardless of the bye.
Well, it's yeah.
Go ahead.
Their interior offensive line is.
You want to do one thing?
Yeah, I wanted to deviate just for a second here. Kaysen asks, who should I be primarily starting, Bowers or Kittle?
Bowers.
Over Kittle?
Over Kittle, over everybody.
I thought Kittle's been hot
Brock
right
Bowers
now.
is a monster, dude.
I think Kittle's a monster, too. And he's
best tight end in football.
And with Purdy coming back, I think Kittle's a pretty solid play going forward.
Brock Bowers, best tight end in football.
A Drill asks our thoughts on this trade. Warren, Diggs, and T. Higgins for CD. I'm going to guess that's Jalen Warren.
No, I don't like that.
I think you're giving up too much for too little.
I think Diggs is the best receiver in the drill in the trade, which reminds me, Jameson asked earlier, how high up would you rank Diggs in the league right now? Dude, one of the reasons Drake May is good is because
Diggs is top 10 guy right now.
Diggs has been really good.
Yeah.
Diggs has been really good.
I mean, you love Drake May. Do you think Stephon Diggs is a good fit there now, seeing what you're seeing?
Booty.
You're a booty guy, eh?
Booty.
Uncle Sam,
He needs Booty
guy.
back. Booty's that big body receiver that gets all the
big
touchdowns.
booty receiver.
Jay Sanchez.
You guys are all laughing. That's what it is.
No, they're laughing about something else over there.
Jay Sanchez asks, DK, Wandale, Hunt, or Watson at flex?
DK, Wandale Robinson, Kareem Hunt, or who's the last one? Christian Watson? At some point, one of these Packers receivers has to do something.
Yeah, but you don't know who the guy is.
And no, Romeo Doubs got injured last night.
Right.
So at some point, someone's got to do something.
You're a Dobbs guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
DK.
The short answer is DK right now.
I agree. Here we go. Aaron Jones and Jameson Williams for Jake Ferguson. I lost Kraft.
That's a
big payoff.
You
Aaron
can
Jones and who?
find another
Jameson.
tight end on waivers. Hunt on waivers for a tight end.
Yeah.
That's a big haul for Ferguson.
Would you trade Bucky for Jalen Warren? I can't wait for Bucky to come back. Well, then you answered your own question. If you can't wait for Bucky to come back, then you trade him. Then we got some people talking about how Brian Dabble puts his quarterbacks in danger.
What?
Atlanta has bad coaching from 708
you know
breaks.
what?
Agreed.
I remember years ago they did that to Mike Shanahan, because of RG3. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Lynn asks your thoughts about the Lions re-signing Ahmad Hussein.
Yeah, I mean, that was always the plan.
Ahmad Hussein.
So that was that was always
What
the plan.
happened?
He'd be on the Hassanian, the first round. There's the sixth round DN from
What
Boise
about him?
State. They signed him to the practice squad this week, which means, by the way, they can activate him as soon as possible. They could call him up as soon as possible. That was always the plan. What they did was they released him, and he got injured in camp. He would have made the 53-man roster. He got injured in camp,
So they don't have
and
to pay for
in order to save the roster spot, they just released him, and they probably made a backdoor deal saying, listen, we're going to sign you. Like, we're going to instantly sign you when the time comes. Just don't sign with another team, and that's what happened. So he's been training here. He's healthy. We're probably going to see him in the next, we're going to see him before the end of November in the rotation. I'm excited to see it. That guy was a dog at Boise State.
Chirac King 420 said, "We coming for that north spot. Don't worry." With a
What?
Bears logo.
was that?
Let's do the Bears
What was
schedule.
that?
Chirac King 420.
Let's do the Bears schedule, and by the Bears
Iraq
schedule,
King 420?
Chirac.
Oh.
Chirac.
Okay.
People in Chicago call it Chirac
let's
What
do the
is
full.
Chirac?
Let's do the full
because
schedule.
they've been
Chirac,
overtaken? Oh.
Chirac, like Iraq, Chirac.
That's
It's
great.
bad. So
great.
okay, so the Bears beat the Cowboys with CeeDee Lamb going out. The Bears barely backed into a win against the Raiders on the road by 1 point. The Bears barely beat the Commanders by 1 point the next week. The Bears looked bad against the Saints. They won it. They lost to the Ravens last week. They barely beat the Bengals off of a broken play, and they barely beat the Giants. They needed Jackson Dart to die. Now, we've talked about it on this podcast. The Bears just needed to win the games they were supposed to win and then split some of the games that might be toss-ups. So here are their toss-up games. You're playing a Vikings team on the road this week that you lost to week 1. You have the Steelers who are going to raid your building the following week. You have to go to Philly the week after that, to Green Bay, who you haven't beaten in years, the week after that. You have a tough Browns team at home December 14th. You have a tough Packers team at home after that. You have to go to San Francisco, and then you have Detroit at home. So I'm going to list the teams, just the teams, one more time. Minnesota, do they win this week?
No.
I think the Bears can beat the Vikings.
Can, but won't.
Pittsburgh the next week, I think that's a loss.
That's a loss.
Philly the next week, I think that's a
Loss.
loss. Green Bay the next week, I think that's a loss.
Did they lose the first time?
They haven't played yet.
They'll split with Green Bay.
That one's in Green Bay, December 7th.
They'll lose.
Then they play the Browns.
They'll beat the Browns.
Okay. Then they play the
Unless Shedur's starting by
they
then.
play the Packers again at home. I don't think they're beating the Packers either time.
Okay, give us a
Am I surprised?
They
a lot
go
of
to
people,
San
dude.
Francisco,
Listen to me.
and then they have the Lions
I
at
already
home.
noticed something. I'm not a Caleb Williams guy by any means. In fact, I think he's dog shit. But he reminded me of Patty Mahomes this week, man, running around out there. He was crazy.
I
He
think
was running around crazy. Nobody could catch him for some reason. Trying to figure that out.
the Bears have 6 wins right now. I think
Yeah.
they're gonna crawl to 8. And I think that they have to really pull a rabbit out of their ass to get to 9. And I don't think 9 and 8
I
gets you
think
in.
I think they'll win 10 games.
They got to split with Green Bay.
Yeah.
They have to win. They have to win one of Pittsburgh, Philly,
Detroit.
and Detroit and San Francisco. They have to win. They have to win 2 of those games, and then they have to split with. There's a chance they get to 10. I really don't know. Like, without seeing leaps happen, I don't know if they're going to get to 10.
question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What is
10 doesn't win the North, by the way.
what's the name of the backup running back for the Chicago Bears?
Mananangai.
So-
Manangai.
Sosa Taiwan
Manganangangai.
said y'all disrespected Minoga, the backup running back, this past week. We did not disrespect
No,
him.
we gave him all the love in the world.
Yeah.
We just didn't realize he was going to get more of a split than.
Yes, I don't think DeAndre Swift's 100%
DeAndre
healthy.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. We give Swift a lot of love on this
Yes.
podcast, too.
Correct.
Chicago's run game is stout. Their offensive line play is great. They invest in their offensive line. Their run game is stout. Both of those running backs, there's a chance they're both playable.
In 2 years,
Wiglet.
you're going to lose half of these guys because you won't be able to afford any of them.
Wiglet asks Drake London and Brees Hall for Rasheed Rice.
There you go.
That's way too much, but
No. I wouldn't
too
trade
much.
either of those guys.
Quinshawn Addison and Laporta for Collins, Waddle, and Swift. Yes, right
yeah,
now
I would do that.
that.
I would do that.
I would do that. Speaking of running around, do you think Jared Goff was a more mobile quarterback this week?
What?
No. You guys are missing. Everyone's pretending they're seeing things and they're not seeing things. The Lions played better because their offensive line blocked well. It had nothing to do with Goff's mobility. It had a little to do with Campbell's play calling, but the offensive line was blocking well. Goff was able to get passes off. No, he wasn't more mobile. He's the least mobile quarterback in the league, to be honest with you.
This is a question I'm really excited to answer here. Mikey Stops asked, who do you each think the best team in the NFL is right now?
Ooh, it's a great question.
Whichever one of you would love to go first, have at it. Uncle
Uncle
Sam?
Sam, you go first so I could think about
The
it.
best team in the NFL right now.
That I think is in the NFL. Most dominant team right now. Fuck.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Bruce, you go first.
Both sides of the ball. I mean, you can.
Both
say
sides
the
of the-
Philadelphia Eagles. You can say the Philadelphia Eagles.
I was going to say, actually, right now, both sides of the ball.
I got my
Seattle.
answer.
Whoa.
That's a good answer. That's like a
That-
top 3 answer.
That's what I think.
I got my answer. I could do this.
Whoa.
You
I'm
ready?
watching them
Whoa.
blow people out every week. Either them or the Rams.
It's the Rams is my pick.
You know,
I think the Rams are the clear-cut favorite to win the NFC. And that could change. They could be just beaten up on bad teams. The Rams,
Devontae
Rams
Adams
my
is
pick.
banged up now. Let's see what happens going forward.
For me, it's the Rams. If someone wanted to argue Denver or New England, I would listen to it. But for me,
No,
I'm
just
with you.
Because listen to me,
Rams or Seahawks. They play this
Seattle's
week,
been
by the way.
blowing everybody out.
They play. That's the Rams and Seahawks play this week, and the
Yeah,
Lions and
I'm
Eagles
really
play this week.
excited to see that game. That's probably best game of the week.
The Buffalo Bills. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry?
I'm kidding.
Your
I'm
team?
kidding.
Yeah, there you go. Miami Dolphins.
I was smiling through the pain for a second.
To me,
The Miami Dolphins.
you think the Miami Dolphins are the best team in football? There's two that I'm debating between here, one from the AFC and one from the NFC. It's hard to knock what New England is doing with what they have. It feels
Their defense is legit too.
their defense looks really nice. They've got this ragtag group of receivers, and they have a quarterback who's playing like a man on fire.
That defense. They got a bunch of ragtag guys playing defense over there at a high level.
And it looks so good.
We're on the brink of having that
Can you name
conversation about
anybody on that
Christian
defense?
Gonzalez being one
Hey,
of the
name,
top
name
corners.
one guy on their defensive line. One guy.
I can't.
Give me one guy on their fucking defensive line.
Can't do that.
Is,
That's asking a
Paramore
lot.
still there?
Yeah.
And who's that other guy?
Name one
And-
linebacker. Name one,
and-
one linebacker on their team.
I don't. Is Robert Spillane there now?
Chiasan.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Chiasan.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on.
It's not as bad.
Carlton Davis is on that defense too.
Yes,
right?
he is.
Yeah, he's a corner.
You know what?
Harold
That's my
Landry.
pick.
Harold Landry.
Yeah.
That's my pick right now. The best, the most cohesive team.
I'm
right
not going
now,
to argue that.
It's New England. And you want to know what's fucked up? I could see them just getting better as the year goes on.
They are getting better.
They're just going to keep
They're
getting,
getting
better.
better week by week.
It's kind of scary.
Drake May has been playing his ass off. He had a rough week last week. He was getting banged around, and they pulled one out.
He did get drilled a couple times.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. He was getting hammered, literally.
And the other one I was going to say is the Detroit Lions.
Not yet.
Mean.
Not
No.
You want to know what's crazy is how low Lions fever was last week after that loss, and how high it has a chance to be if they win next
Here's
week.
the problem with the Lions. They haven't put on a
Yes, they have.
defensive performance to say, you know what, these guys are fucking for real.
Tampa.
They can win this.
Disagree.
They haven't done
Tampa.
it.
The
they
Tampa
haven't
game.
done it yet.
They held
haven't
Baker.
done it yet.
They held peak Baker to 9 points.
They haven't.
I disagree with that.
To
You
me,
think
that's
right now, if the Lions and
No.
Rams played this week, who
No.
would?
Rams.
no.
Ah,
You just played a garbage team that put 22 on you.
I think the Rams win. Now, that being said, the reason I picked the Rams this year is because and you're seeing it with Seattle and you're also seeing it with San Francisco.
The Rams just put fucking 40 on.
yes, but
That's
the
the thing.
Lions did too.
That's the thing.
You guys, you each said that the Seahawks and the Rams are the two best teams in football. Lions did the exact same thing this weekend.
But this is
Washington.
different. I think San Francisco's defense is better than the Niners defense.
Absolutely,
divisional
dude.
game.
We're
Even
gonna
missing
learn
what they're missing.
We are going to learn the most ever all year about the NFC this week because the 4 best teams are all playing each other.
Seattle, hold on. What Seattle did to Arizona is no different than what Detroit did to Washington. Because Arizona is dog shit with a backup quarterback.
You know what? Hold on.
Seattle did to Washington was even worse.
I see
No, it was 44-22, both games. That's what I'm saying.
But
Exactly.
a lot of what Seattle did was, or what the Commanders did was in garbage time against. I'm sorry, I meant to say what Seattle did against the Commanders the week before the Lions played them was even worse than what the Lions did.
Right now, I think the Rams game would be a great game, but I think the Lions would beat Seattle pretty.
This is why I'm anticipating that Rams game. It's mid-December. By then, Marcus Davenport should be back. Hassinian should be back. Pascal's going to be back this week. DJ Reed's going to be back. Malcolm Rodriguez is going to be back. It's going to be a different Lions team. You're going to have a more broken-in offensive
He's not
line.
giving him a chance. He thinks the Rams are going to walk and just
That's
run.
okay. The Rams are more all-around talented than the Lions right now. All around.
The Rams defense, their potential is a top 5 defense.
What?
But I like their defense. I like the young core guys they got, and they can put pressure on without blitzing. They don't have to blitz.
Uncle Sam, everyone
That front
wants
four
to
is
know,
a fucking Byron Young.
everyone wants to know your thoughts on the Trump appearance on Sunday.
What about it?
Did you see it live?
Did you watch it live?
Oh, what, people booing him?
No.
When he was
Just
talking
when he was on the
TV
broadcast.
live.
About it. It's what it is. What are you going to say? Listen, he's doing the job. Doing the job, which nobody else has done forever that I can remember. Nobody's ever,
Pure
promises
Fishigan.
made, promises kept.
Pure Fishigan. I'm as big of a Lions fan as you'll ever meet. I'm a season ticket holder since before it was cool in 2011. I would say the Rams' offense is more talented at the moment. I think their 1 and 2 receivers are better. I think their quarterback's playing better. Okay. Edge maybe to the Lions' offensive line, kind of, but the Rams' offensive line is playing well this year, which is why it's better. Edge to the Lions' run game. D-line for sure, edge to the Rams. Linebackers, I'd give the edge to the Lions. Secondary, I'd give the edge to the Rams. That's why I think the Rams are more all-around, slightly talented. Now, the Lions have some depth piece coming
Rams
back.
are playing with backup linebackers right now.
Yeah, I still think even if they had their starting linebackers, the Lions.
It doesn't matter.
It's their best unit on
Listen
the
to me,
team is the
you
linebackers.
You have to remember, Uncle Sam's never going to give the Lions defense any sort of.
Oh, you need
That's
to
okay,
fuck
but the
off.
Lions
That's
linebackers are a different story.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. I told you guys Jack Campbell played the best game I ever seen him play a couple weeks back.
Well, it only took you.
Jack Campbell's literally the best linebacker in football right now.
No, he's not.
Here we go. Here
He
we
is.
go.
He is.
No, you need to stop. He's not.
He is.
No, he's not.
No, it's okay. He is.
No, he's not.
You want?
Roquan Smith is the best linebacker in football.
Oh, you closed us out.
We got
Shadow ban.
yeah.
How?
The Trump stuff, probably.
You can't talk about Trump on TikTok.
I don't know what it was.
You're going back live, right?
Yeah, I'm right now. I was supposed to.
Wow.
Feel, it's been a long time.
A bunch of people
since it
asked.
happened,
They
so
set
that's
him
why.
up. They set up.
Yeah, we got set up. Where are you going?
I wonder, like, what if we're still live on YouTube?
Oh shit, we are. Hey, how's everybody doing? Oh, what's going on in the YouTube world? Leon, where are you going?
We're back on TikTok.
Oh, okay. Leon said, "I'm sorry, I'm still not hopping on the Pats bandwagon when they're playing the worst teams in the league: Jets, Bengals, and Giants for the next 3 games."
You can say the same thing about any team. You could say the same thing about the Lions, that they've only beaten 1 or 2 teams with winning records.
Right.
You could make that same case. That's what the NFL is. How good are you? You measure how good you are by winning the games that you're supposed to win. If you win all the games you're supposed to win, that's what makes you good, Leon. That's the same argument I had last
Right.
week. I know you hate Drake May, but that is what it is. If you win the games you're supposed to win, that's what makes you good. That's what makes the Chiefs good. That's what makes the old Patriots good. They were playing in the worst division in football, and they were sweeping the division every year. That's what made the Chiefs good the last couple of years. They were playing in a really bad division. Guess what? As soon as the Chiefs division got good, Denver took a step up. The Chargers took a step up. Chiefs are struggling. No coincidence. So I kind of disagree there.
Okay, we've gotten this question from a few people a couple times for you specifically. They want to know your thoughts on the new Colts owner.
On what?
the new owner of the Indianapolis
Harley
Colts.
Ursay.
What about her?
They just want your overall thoughts.
Well, I'm glad to see that she's involved. I'm glad to see that she's involved. You know what? That's a smart chick right there.
Did you see her by the bar
You know,
tab on Saturday
she's
night?
seen what happens, how fast you can turn a team around. You know, when your old man passes away and you know your
Sober.
grandma lets you take over and or mother or whoever. She's doing a good job.
Did you see her by the whole tab for the Colts bar in Berlin on Saturday night?
No, I didn't.
She cleared out a whole bar tab, which I thought was so cool. I thought that was neat.
Yeah. I like to have that kind of money.
She had to auction off a guitar to do
I'd
it.
fucking do
She had to sell off the Paul McCartney guitar to make it happen. But
She what?
I'm kidding. I made that part up.
Paul McCartney.
They own the Jim Irsay collection. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, his guitars and that stuff.
I think people were wanting you to dig a little bit deeper there.
What do you mean? Dig how deeper or what?
Do you think she has nice eyes?
No, she's beat.
Oh wow.
She's got a lot of money though.
That's what we were looking
If
for.
that's where you're going with this, would I dust off the cobwebs? I guess so. I don't know.
Should we wrap up?
Did TikTok anything happen there? No.
No, I mean we could try and let the beat build.
We're
but
still banned.
We got no.
Why?
We're
Because we
back.
talked about
but we
Trump?
got
Whatever.
Chance we're shadow banned from like other people's live feeds, but
Oh.
followers.
the followers are here. Hold on.
Followers.
Anthony came back to ask this question again in this one, so we need to answer it. Did you see Mike Tomlin's stupid comments on Jalen Warren?
no.
I didn't either. So you know what, Anthony?
what?
Just for you, we're gonna go look for them.
On Jalen Warren.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know. He must have said some shit about Jalen Warren. Let's see. Steelers lose 25-10 Chargers as Rodgers struggles and Tomlin draws criticism. I am trying to see what he said. If you could help us out there a little bit, that would be great. But I'm not seeing anything in the Twitterverse regarding Mike Tomlin, and all I see is how much of a fraud Mike Tomlin is. All over. Is Mike Tomlin a fraud?
Yeah, I think he's a dead man walking.
I mean, it's about time, bro.
Hitting their 9-8 quota.
Yeah, they're about to hit the quota, and then yeah, they will. They'll hit.
Anthony said Jalen Warren would get more third down chances if they could convert them, but they consistently take him out on third downs and choose to throw the ball. I mean, Aaron Rodgers historically is probably one of the best quarterbacks ever on third down throwing the football, so can't really knock him, but I think they need to do something differently. I don't think that Steelers team is for real. I still think they're fraudulent. I just
They need somebody to step up in their receiving
Yeah.
or to really put them over the top.
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't have that guy that can get down the field anymore.
Aaron Rodgers also can't get the ball down the field.
He
anymore.
can. He just doesn't.
No,
have
you
that.
hold on. You
don't have the horse.
You know you don't agree with that. You saw that Hail Mary a couple
Yeah,
weeks
he
ago.
don't have the
Oh,
horses to
Jesus.
do it.
The one. In
No, he's got the arm. I just
Oh, by the way,
to make
by the
Aaron
way,
Rodgers
it's,
work, it's got to
the
work.
Marshawn
Everything's gotta
Nealon
work.
guy. I was reading a little more into this. I don't know if you guys have read this about him.
No, just don't get us banned with
This
whatever
thing
you
that
say.
happened with his girlfriend, and she was pregnant, and
I did
by
not.
a college buddy of his,
Oh,
and that's what drove the alcoholic rage into blowing his own brains out. And it happens. This happens, you know. You can't
I don't
listen. You can't deny it. I feel bad for him, you know, but you know, don't ever do yourself in over somebody else. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. There's a lot of people out there, and love will find your way. Right, Bruce?
He's talking to you, Bruce.
that's the most inspiring.
You,
thing
Bruce.
Sam has
I thought about Bruce this whole time. The only difference is that she's with somebody else and her kid is with somebody else. Kind of reminds me of Bruce. I can see Bruce doing the same thing.
King
you know.
King DCA said thoughts on Caleb Williams. We got to that earlier. We spent a lot of time tearing him apart already. But then he also said, bro is trying so hard not to get this show banned. LMAO. Please tell us how you really feel. You're not going to tell them how you really feel?
About what? About Caleb Williams?
Sure. Tell us how you really feel.
I already
about Caleb
fucking told you, dude.
Williams. Okay.
He's trying to be Patty Mahomes. In fact, you know what? Ben Johnson might be the next guy in the car to go blow himself away in a porta john, because if he keeps fucking veering off the plan, this is what's going to happen.
Oh, my
You can't do that. He's got to play within the system.
I'm going to the game tomorrow. He better play tomorrow. Wait, who's asking that?
It's one of
the Arabs?
Uh-huh.
I'm going with them.
You are?
Yeah, we're doing big Arab fantasy at the Pistons game tomorrow.
Wow.
The game's like almost sold out. And
Who
you
do
see
they play?
The Bulls, who are up. The Bulls beat them the first game of the year. and
Really?
The Bulls are a top 3 team in the conference, but
Who
not number
cares,
1.
Dude, it's fucking basketball. Nobody cares about basketball.
Whoa.
Whoa, what?
I care.
Nobody cares about fucking basketball,
I
dude.
care. I
Basketball
care about the
died when
Pistons.
Michael Jordan retired, okay?
Cade Cunningham is the second coming of Michael Jordan.
Bullshit.
He is.
Basketball died when Michael left.
I'll give you the stat right now.
Anthony on TikTok said Uncle Sam is easily the best, but he's also the reason this show is constantly shadow banned.
Who said that?
Anthony on TikTok.
Listen to me. If I wanted to shadow ban this motherfucker, I'd do it right now. I'm not going to, but I'm just telling you.
Please don't.
I speak the truth, and people can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the. You gotta. Bruce was working on sound bites when he walked in here today. You got one for us?
You can't handle the truth, Bruce.
Well, play. Just run through them real quick while we get off.
So at this point,
Keep barking.
will the Lions even be able to fucking win this division?
Bro, you're out of your fucking
so?
mind.
I do.
I don't.
They're going to win the
I
division.
don't.
Who's gonna win the division?
I just don't see the Lions doing it.
To win the division,
When
I
you're
think.
1 and 2 in division, I don't know.
Ashton.
I mean, they're 1 and 2 with 3 games left, and
Yeah.
the one you're attributing to the bye, which is fair. I don't think that's indicative of you can win your division without the best record in the division.
If they lose this game to Philly this week, it might.
I disagree. I think
I-
so.
just
Here,
saying,
let me
if
walk
they
you
lose-
through it.
Okay.
Philly, Rams, Packers. If they win 2 of those 3, they're gonna win the division. If they win all 3 of those, there's a chance they finish with the best record in the NFC.
I don't
So-
think that's going to happen. But
No, I don't think they're going to win all
Yeah.
3 of them either. But I'm telling you that if they win
Yeah.
all 3 of those games,
so
they're going to have the
they
best
dumped
record.
this
in the NFC.
game to Philly this week. By the way, I'm taking Philly.
Oh wait, look at me. Look at me. You got a little bit of Nick Sirianni crusted
Anyway,
into your brain.
What was that asshole doing
by
going
the,
for
by
it
the
on
way,
4th down?
I am.
What was he
taking
doing going for it
Philadelphia
on
this
4th
week.
down?
He's a clown.
Hello?
Philadelphia fans are a
Bruce?
clown.
Bruce,
Everything that has to do with the
Okay.
Philadelphia Eagles is
what's
clown.
the over under, Bruce? I'll ask you just
I just picked
because I can't get it from anybody else.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Whatever, dude. You suck.
I on paper, I'd take Philly over the Lions. Now,
I'm
that
taking
being
Philly.
said, if the Lions win
Right.
3 of those games, they're going to finish with the best record in the conference. I'm telling
Possible.
you that. No. If they win all those 3, because who else can beat them besides those 3 teams?
I don't know.
You suck.
Chicago's garbage.
You see, you guys are.
Chicago's garbage.
Listen to me.
Chicago's absolute garbage.
Listen
They
to me.
back into all their wins.
Listen. You have 2 losses in division. You're only winning in division with Chicago. You still have to play them again.
That's fine.
Okay. So let's not count our chickens before they're hatched here.
You can win the division without having a positive record.
Oh,
in the
I
division.
agree.
I
You see the NFC South every year. Somebody fucking
You want to
wins
know?
that division.
You want to know what I'm going to pray for? I'm going to pray every night from now until it happens that Philadelphia has the full-on collapse like
you know
they
what?
did 2 years ago.
That's what you've
where
been
they just
saying.
absolutely
Guess what?
collapse.
They had the best GM in football.
That's great.
period.
The GM
Bar
doesn't
none.
play the game, and
They
the GM
have
doesn't call the plays.
robot for a coach. Thank
He's
God.
not a
that
robot.
team-
He sucks.
Thank God that team is so talented.
Jalen Hurts, the most
that
overrated quarterback in football.
Besides, Jalen Hurts is actually a top 5 quarterback.
You are
You know
on
that.
drugs,
You
bro.
know that.
You are
Super
on
Bowl
drugs.
MVP. Fucking
Trent
there
Dilfer.
you go.
Trent Dilfer. He's awful, dude. He
Listen
is
to me.
awful.
Jalen Hurts threw for fucking what?
130 yards.
And 3 touchdowns. in that game.
130 yards last night. 300 yards. He threw for
In the Super
130
Bowl.
yards.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah, every
You know,
blind squirrel finds a
somewhere
nut every
where
once in a while.
nobody's been.
Who?
Yeah.
Who's nobody?
Detroit. We've never been to a fucking Super Bowl.
This year's the year.
Yeah, anyway.
This year's the year. Skeeter, the Eagles don't live in my head rent free. I just think they're fraudulent. They're fraudulent, bro. They are not that good. Their offense is one of the most inconsistent groups in football.
Hold on.
What is this?
Their offense could be good though.
It could be, but it's not. They are not cohesively week in and week out a good offense. They should have, for all intents and purposes, they should have throttled. They should have throttled Green Bay last night the way Green Bay's offense was. They should have beat them.
It's true.
They should have beat them handedly. What are you doing, bro? Why are you taking a picture of the garbage can? Whatever. Anyways,
Are you gonna show it?
Perfect time for
Are you gonna show it?
a smacking seeds ad.
listen, man. I the sunflower seeds,
Show
bro.
the picture, but
Sunflower seeds. Real quick before we finish, Ashton asked our thoughts on JMO. Zolo, I think that one's pointed at you.
Is that on TikTok?
Yes.
Where is it?
Ashton, thoughts on JMO.
Just thoughts on JMO in general. I mean, we know what he's capable of, and I'm not as low on John Morton as a lot of people are. But one thing I think he was really poor at was playing to the strengths of the playmakers, right? So not getting David Montgomery big enough holes, which is mainly an offensive line problem, but calling plays that accentuate what David Montgomery could do, which is wearing down defenses. Not getting JMO open in space and letting him make plays with his legs. Not throwing quicks to the tight ends, like slants to the tight ends always work. Sam Laporta can be double teamed and jump up and grab a ball. And I'm skeptical on this Lions offense until they can beat a good D line with the performance they just had, because I think a lot of this sorry, I got a frog in my throat. I think a lot of the success of this past week was revolving around how good the O-line played. And they were getting burst, and they were making holes, and they were protecting long enough for Goff to get the ball off in time. But one thing you don't need time to do is get JMO open in space and let him make plays. And I think that the Lions as a whole, even if they go back to John Morton, they probably noticed that, and I think you're going to see a lot more of JMO going forward.
You said you had a frog in your throat?
Yeah.
Bruce says bull seed in his throat.
JMO,
Bull sperm.
JMO is what JMO is. First 2 years here is just a disaster. His first 2 years. He was hurt, which, that's Brad Holmes' MO. Draft hurt guys. When you could have Jordan Davis in that spot instead of him.
Oh, whatever. Here
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
Fly,
Jordan Davis.
Eagles, fly.
Jordan Davis, you could have had
Suck,
him
dude.
next to Lee McNeil.
Suck, dude.
You wouldn't have had to draft fucking Talik, whatever his name is, Williams, the guy that nobody knows who he is. And that's all right. Give up them 3 threes for fucking a guy that doesn't play.
President Baker wants to know why you hate Philly so much.
I can't. Nick Foles.
You don't like Big Dom?
Nick Foles.
So it's
Slinging
just
Nick Foles
PTSD.
gave Tom Brady the
It's just
golden
PTSD
penis.
from the Philly special.
It's Nick Foles. It's Nick
Slinging Nick
Sirianni.
Foles.
It's just that they're not that good, dude.
Slinging
They're
Nick
not
Foles
that good.
gave Tom
Why
Brady
should-
the
hold
golden
on.
penis.
Philadelphia, right now, realistically, the only team that we can sit, okay, now with the little surge from the Rams, and I'm not bought in on the Seahawks, but outside of the Rams in Philadelphia right now, those are the only two teams that could hold the Detroit Lions that you've been a fan of since childhood out of the Super Bowl. And you sit here and gargle Jordan Davis and fucking Nick Sirianni and the road to the Super Bowl runs through whatever the fuck their shithole stadium. Philadelphia as a city is a shithole.
Punked by fucking Eli Manning fucking 2 times. He got fisted by Eli Manning twice. I mean, what are you gonna do here? You're just mad when the New England Patriots would lose. Tom Brady
Yeah,
would lose.
you probably hate Eli
That's
Manning.
all it
I
is.
fucking hate
That's
Eli
exactly
Manning.
what it is.
I hate
He doesn't
Eli
like
Manning.
Nick Foles, because Nick Foles put it to Brady just like Eli Manning did.
I hate Eli Manning more than Bruce loves bull semen.
oh my god,
A mouthful of bull semen.
That's what Eli was giving Brady, a mouthful of fucking semen.
Thanks so much for listening to another episode of the Tip Balls Podcast. Make sure to follow our socials, Instagram and Twitter at Tip Balls, TikTok at Tip Balls Podcast. If you're listening to us on Spotify or Apple Music, check us out on YouTube. And remember to click subscribe. Ring that bell so you get notified when we go live Tuesdays and Thursdays right around 5. Join us on TikTok. That's where we are answering all of the questions. come back again. We will be here Thursday. We will get your lineups straight for Week 11. See you then.